on. She is live. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. She is alive. And I want to know who is out there with me this morning. I never came on this early, guys. This early in the morning. Don't y'all love me? Why y'all not waking up with me today? I just want to see who will come out, who is up like the birds this morning. Do you know birds wake up about, well, I can't say when they wake up, but I tell you when they're chirping. They're chirping on my side of town, wherever it seems like, no matter where I go, about 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Birds are chirping. Do you know why those birds are chirping? Because they hungry. They waiting on their mama. I just wanted to see who's actually online. I'm going to put my mic on, guys, okay? Let me see if I could do this without moving the phone. Good morning, everybody. How are you doing out there today? Like, wait a minute, Tanza. Like, it's too early for all that energy. Like, please, can you take it down a tone? Okay, I'll take it down a tone. How about that? Is that much better? Can you hear me much better out there? But hey, I'm Tanza Franklin. Yes, I am. I just wanted to see who was going to be listening and chiming in to little old Tanza, listening to what she got to say early in the morning, like my dear said, in the morning. Oh my God, guys, I didn't put a message out there, so I'm going to talk about the grave. How about that? But hold on, don't leave me yet. Wait a minute, I got something. I have a catch. Always have something good and juicy for you. Listen, as a lot of you guys go on to work today, you're going off to the universities, you are getting out there in the traffic to drive your 9 to 5. Oh my God, like rush hour traffic. I want to plant a thought in your mind on today. Oh my God, are you ready for this? I want you to imagine the grave. I want you to imagine your body being placed in the casket and they're putting it into the ground. And you say, hold up, Tanza, please don't do that. But remember, I always have a catch. I always have something. What I do is I come on to provoke, to evoke, and compel you. And why do I do this? Because I want to wake up your thought processes. I want those juices flowing, because what I'm about to say, I don't be talking about no junk. I be saying something that's going to help you to think and focus and visualize your life in the future. Are you ready? Here we go. Imagine the grave. What have you done with yourself? What have you done with your life? What is that thing that you really and truly want to do, but you haven't done it because maybe you were afraid? And so many of us, oh my God, what do most of us make excuses for? I don't have enough time. Oh my God, I'm so busy. But guys, what do you also hear people say? If it's something you want to do, whatever that thing is that you want to do, you will make time to do that. That's what you hear, don't you? So think about the grave while you're thinking about how busy you are in your life. Think about the grave when you say, I have so much on my plate. I don't have time for this and time for that. Think about them lowering you into the ground and you have not accomplished those goals. Hold on, Tanza, let's leave the grave alone. But again, I'm your breakthrough strategist. And what happens when there are breaks that take place? You know what? It opens up your mind. You like, I have a shock treatment. Like, wait a minute. Like, you know what? I can do this. Yes, I can do. Wait, hold up. Wait, stop the press. It's time to make a change. Yes, it is. Because I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired of being in the same place time and time and time and time again. I'm making so many excuses, too many excuses. You know what? See, that time and time and time again, see, that means the time and time and time and time is passing and you're getting closer to the grave. You're getting closer to the grave. You're still making excuses. You still haven't done what you need to do. You still haven't accomplished those goals. You still have not lived out your visions and your dreams. But time and time and time and time again, it's passing on, and the grave is getting closer and closer and closer to you. So you're like, Tanza, that's right. You want to get your boxing gloves. Go for it. Hey, get your blades. Come on, let's get on this battle. Let's get the fighting, because guess what? It's time for you to win. It is time for you to make a decision, because everything that you do, everything that you are in your life is about a decision. Okay? It's about you taking charge, because first you have to make the decision. Okay? First make the decision, and then now you're going to apply some action. What is it you need to do? Do you need to work on your mindset? Do you need to think on things that are good, that are lovely, that are just, that are honest? Anything that's of a good report? Do you need to start thinking on those things? Do you need to tell negativity where negativity could take its little negativity self? Do you tell negativity, go to hell? That's what you tell negativity to do. So think about the grave when you're going through the course of your day, when you're going through the course of your week. Have you accomplished any of your goals? Are you living out any of your dreams? At least one or two? You know what I'm saying? Do you go back and forth to work every single day, time and time again, and then you just let life pass you by? You just live in this little bubble. You don't even bust your bubble. For heaven's sakes, start busting your bubble and say, you know what? It's time for me to live outside of this bubble, because there is a world. Oh my God, there's a world out there. Yes, it is. And it has your name on it. It said, come on. Please take advantage of me. Please live with me. Please, let's have fun. Let's play. Let's do things. Wait a minute. What did it say? It says, I want to be a part with you. I want to live out my days with you. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. I see my casket, my grave is so far, it's far off. Why is it far off away? Because you know what? I'm going to start living today. I'm going to rise up. I'm going to rise up like a wave. I'm going to rise up. I'm going to rise like the day. I'm going to rise up, and I'm going to do it 1,000 times again today. You know what I'm saying? Woo! You know what I'm saying? Like, it's time to rise from the grave. Just say, I'm so guilty, so true. Because, I mean, like, see, you know what? If a lot of people, like a zillion people who are walking around like robots, because this is what happens in your life. You in a robotic, brush my teeth. Okay, wash my face. Get in the car. Let me drive to the office. Let me drive to my job. Okay, yes, let me punch in the clock. Here I go back home. Time to go to bed. Oh, wait, got to eat first. Yum. Sleep. And you forget about the life that God gave you to live. God gave us this life. See, man was supposed to till the soil, right? Supposed to plant the seed and bring forth a harvest, right? And then there's time for play, isn't it? We're not talking about take a vacation like once a year. That means getting up sometimes. You know what? Don't make up the bed today. You know what? As a matter of fact, that laundry could stay in the laundry room for a couple of more days. Let's get out here and smell this fresh air. Let's go out here, go to the park and hear these birds sing. Let's get engaged in some activity and enjoy our life. You know what? Because I want to rise up like the day. Because see what happens when you rise up like the day? Because the day is continual. It does it over and over again, right? It don't say, you know what? I ain't got much time. You know what? As a matter of fact, I'm so busy. I got so much to do. It keeps rising over and over and over again. What is your dream on today, people? What I want to see. Let me see who's out there. Let me see who am I talking to out there? But guys, what is your dream? Your real gut dream? Did you ever want to become a singer? Anybody? Diana, did you want to be a singer? What about you, Florine? Who wanted to be a singer out there? Who said to themselves one day, you know what? I want to travel around the world. Who said that to themselves one day? Who said that I want to start a business? I just want to start a business. What are you good at? Are you good at cooking? Can you feed people, feed their soul when you are serving your delectables to them? Can you? Like, what did you really, Rion, listen to me, answer me. Somebody is going to talk back to me. What do you want to do with your life? What do you want to do in your future? What is that thing that's been really in your mindset, in your psyche, up there, kind of like, because it's kind of like back there, because you haven't brought it to the front yet. What is that thing? Guys, listen, talk back to me. I'm going to lean up against this wall. She said, I used to sing and I stopped. Why did you stop singing, Florine? Answer that question. A lot of us need to start asking ourselves the question, what is it? Why we're not doing it? What is the hold up? What's the situation? And like really and honestly and truly be honest with yourself without making excuses. Now let's remove all the excuses, boys and girls. And what is the real answer? Why you're about to head to the grave with regrets? Have you ever saw those movies, those programs where someone said, or maybe just in hearing conversation afar off, somebody said, man, I wish I could have did that. I should have done that. Man, if only I had the time to do this. Have you heard those conversations? Yes, you heard them conversations because you yourself have been part of those conversations. Tanza, look, don't be talking about me like that. Look, I ain't trying to hear what you're saying. But people, what I'm saying, hi Iris, how are you, hon? I'm talking about, I don't think I put a title on here, but I'm talking about imagine seeing yourself in the grave. Imagine seeing yourself placed in a coffin and they're lowering you into the ground. And what have you done with your life prior to that? Have you lived out any of your dreams? Any vision that you had for yourself? Have you made a decision to do something about that vision and live within that vision for your life? What is it that you want to do and you have not done it yet? What are those things that have prohibited you from doing what you wanted to do? And as a matter of fact, let's be honest with each other, boys and girls, on today. Let's remove all the excuses, because you know what? The reason why a lot of us don't do what we want to do, living out those dreams. You know what I'm saying? Iris, are you listening to me, sister girl? What are those things that you wanted to do? And you said, I don't have things. So what is that one thing? Do you want to travel? Have you wanted to travel more than once a year? Have you wanted to see parts of the world that's not outside your back window? Outside the back door, right? Yes, Iris, that's right. A lot of us, we want to travel. We say, what do we say? I can't travel because what reason? I can't afford it. Or you say, a couple told me, which was a very, very legit reason, very, very legit. And I perfectly understood it after I heard their story. They didn't want to travel with their kids. Now, that's not to say they never traveled with their kids. They did. But, sometimes adults want to get together and just do adult things without the kids. But their family support system was in hell. They didn't have that support system. See, they had a very legit reason for not really traveling the way they want to. You can't always for the rest of your life say, I'm going to travel with my kids. They had 3. So imagine the expenses. Sometimes a couple need to get together, get away to rejuvenate, to really enjoy one another, to really rekindle those things, that were set aflame, on fire in the beginning when they met one another. In order to really keep a lot of energy in that marriage, they need to get away just alone, just the two of them. So they didn't get away because of the kids. And that was okay. Because when I met them, we were in Houston. So they were actually headed out with the kids to go to a theme park. And that was beautiful. The kids, awesome. But anyway, I came on here very early, ladies. Very unusual for me. This is unusual for me. I will be back later because I'm part of a video challenge, and I'm not going to be saying this every time I'm on a video. I'm part of a video challenge, and this is day 5 for me. No, I'm going to come back again, so you may see my voice, and guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to shock them on the video. I'm going to talk about myself. I'm going to talk about who is Tanza Franklin. Who is that person behind the Facebook videos? Yes, I am. But ladies, everybody who's looking at this video, who's seeing this, I want you to think about the grave as you come and go on your day. As the day progresses, as the week progresses, I want you to think about the grave, about you going into the ground and not living out the life that you want for yourself. Listen. She said, that is one of my goals, to provide aftercare for parents. So many pay for daughter, for daycare, for work. Really, Iris? Really, Iris? Are you serious? Like, girl, are you like serious? Like, oh my God. But, oh my God, so cool, because what's your, Iris, seriously, let's have a conversation. You and me, right? Everybody else can listen in. Is that okay with them? Okay, guys. Iris, you want to provide aftercare for parents. Awesome, admirable. I commend you. I just bow right now before you with my crown. Now I'm going to put it back on. Why aren't you doing it? What's the answer to that? Why aren't you doing it? Is something blocking you? What are the blocks that's keeping you from doing it? Because you say you want to do it, but you haven't done it. So that's apparent, right? What are the blocks? And as a matter of fact, don't make excuses. Remove all the excuses and say why you're really not doing it. I want you to think about that as this day go on, or this week. Remove the excuses, because once you remove excuses, then possibilities flood. They floor you. They floor you and they flood into you. Possibilities become visible now. You could reach out and grab them. You literally can. You without limitations. There's no limitations once you remove the excuses. That's what I'm saying. So what are they? And you're saying that provide safe environment plus finding out all regulations. Okay, so is that what's holding you back, or you just haven't done it yet? Because any dream, see, like me. Okay, ladies, I'm gonna share something, then I'm gonna get back to my comment. My voice is powerful. Yes, it is. And I'm not boasting. But a lot of people need to hear what I have to say, because I am a cheerleader by spirit. I love to see people succeed. I love to see people soar. I love to see when they accomplish things. It does something for me. It literally like really does something for me. Because, excuse me, I'm sorry. It's a testament that they did it. I could do something too, right? So it kind of ignites. It ignites, and I'm going to say this, it ignites to enlight, okay? So I want to be a voice for so many women out there. I'm going to put something on my page, in my OMG group, and I have a fan page because I am that OMG Women Rock lady, okay? I am the founder of OMG Women Rock. And the mission behind that statement is to see women walk in power and freedom. And this is going to affect their business, their home, okay? And I want all women, no matter what color, what race, what age, I want women to see themselves as powerful tools to solve, to endure, to conquer, to enlighten the environment that they're in. So in order for a woman to make change, she herself first must know and understand and believe that there is a power within her that can stop wars, that can break chains, that can free captivity. You understand? My group is OMG Women Rock. You have to, this is a closed group because this is the vision I have for this group. The vision that I have for this group, and it hasn't taken place yet, but it's my baby. I just kind of birthed her. So now I have to nurture her. And you know what do children do? They grow, they get strong. You have to go and buy a zillion different exchanges of clothes because they're growing out of their previous clothing. I want this group to be where women can come. This group is meant to empower, to inspire, and to uplift. Okay? That's the purpose of this group. But my vision going forward, moving forward, see, I wanted to be information put in this group where women can go and be like, oh, okay, like for example, here's a good example. Turmeric is a seasoning. I believe turmeric is a season they use in Indian cuisines. But turmeric has some awesome ailments, okay? And a friend of mine, we were talking about poppy seeds. So just so you know, I want you all, if you ever see poppy seeds again, don't eat them. There have been known traces of morphine, or poppy seeds can act like a what's the word I want to use? Can act like a form of morphine when induced in large quantities in your body. Okay, so see, like based on what I just said there, Lynette, I'm kind of toning just a little bit down, just a little bit for a moment. I will be back on later because I'm part of a video challenge and I'm going to talk about myself. I'm going to talk about who Tanza is. But I want this group to grow where women can go there and be educated. When I say educated, I don't mean like, okay, university, but I mean with information that's going to help their life, okay? That's going to, I mean, literally for some, it may be literally a life saving. And, you know, someone put in here turmeric and the thread just went, it started going. You know, somebody else put something in there and I'm like, ooh, I need some of that. I need some of that because I need energy. That's my thing. If you are a person who's, I don't want TLC, I don't want the Dove Vita, I don't want, maybe I do, it works, but I need energy because I have so many things that I have to do. I'm branding myself as a breakthrough strategist. I'm actually going to be, you know, doing, speaking to groups. There's so much in my life that where I'm headed to, I need like enormous amounts of energy. I also need to make sure that I'm powered down at night because a lot of times at night, that's when a lot of thoughts is going zooming through my head. I'm thinking what I need to do, okay, who I need to see, you know, so my mind, so I need something to help calm me down at night. Okay, I need energy when I'm going throughout the day because I'm a one-man show for the moment. Okay, so that means I have to juggle a lot of tasks. Now, I will put things in perspective and prioritize things, but nevertheless, because my mission is so great, it's going in a direction where I'm going to touch like zillions of women. Women are going to follow me like I'm the Pied Piper. That's my purpose. And my purpose, ladies, I'm going to say this. I'm going to read what Florine said right quick. I've been talking to women about starting a group just to talk. They want it, but I've procrastinated. Excuses. Women just to talk. You could be part of my group, Florine, and you could even state that in the conversation in the comment, because I really want women to dialogue. I want us to talk about issues. I have one person right now who, and I will not ever name names. She was also a victim of abuse. I was a victim of abuse, okay, for several years. And she wants to start a dialogue in the group. And I welcome the idea because I know a lot of other people have struggles about pain and issues and hurt, disappointments. And I want us to be able in this group. I really and honestly, from the bottom of the soul of my heart, I want women to be able to go to this group and feel comfortable and feel safe and feel like they can really open up, because see, that's me. I'm the coach. I'm the breakthrough strategist. So I'll be able to provide some tips and tools also, but others in the group who are awesome women. This is an awesome tribe. I'm just so happy with, in my head, my vision where this group is going, where I want to see it really take place and form and just blow up. This group, OMG Women Rock, I'm going to put some logos in my page and t-shirts, because that's the next step. I want women to like, OMG, like, yes, I do. I rock. Yes, I do. But if you're not part of the group, Flory, I don't remember if you are or not, but I will add you. So is that okay if I add you? But I want people to participate, and I want others to add friends as well. I want women to give me suggestions, because in being a leader, being a leader does not necessarily mean you just lead people. You tell people what to do. You instruct people what to do. Being a leader, a true leader, is creating other leaders, for one, and not in this order, for creating other leaders, and also allowing others who you lead to allow their talents to flourish and shine and come out to the forefront. So that means if you have a suggestion for me, you have something that's on your mind, you have some good ideas, you bring them to the leader, right? And it's the leader's responsibility to listen to your thoughts and also incorporate. If this is something that will really help other people, a good leader will take on your what did I just say? I haven't eaten, y'all. Okay, I woke up about 6:15. This is unusual for me to be on Facebook Live this early, but being a leader allows others to shine forth. Okay, so in this group, I want all the ladies to shine forth. I want everybody to be able to be a support to one another. It doesn't matter how big or small your situation is. I want this group to be so powerful, where in this group, ideas and education change women, and they're changing the world. You understand what I'm saying? So Florine, I'm going to put you in my group. But Iris, as far as you're starting your daycare, I think once you remove the excuses, sit down one day. This is your assignment. To whoever's listening to me, whoever heard this video or heard the replay, and I know I was a little bit long-winded, but sometimes it's about having a conversation, and we don't have no 2 and 3 and 5 minute conversations, do we? I want you to sit down. I want you to make the time. Tell yourself, hold yourself accountable, and say, listen, I'm going to sit down right now. I don't know what time you have, if you're going off to a job right now, but maybe during your lunch break, hold yourself accountable. Say, lunch break, I'm going to write why I'm not accomplishing my real goals, not your goals, your 9 to 5. You're actually being instructed what to do, so you're following those particular goals because that's part of your job. So when it's time for assessment, they could say you did a good job, right? But I mean, in your own personal life, the things you really want for your future, what you really want to see take place, I want you to write them down, because the Bible mentions about write the vision, make it plain. See, you have to sit down and see the vision, because what happens, think about it. I want you to really think about this. Big brands like Coca-Cola and Wendy's and Nike, just different big brand names. When you see them, they're written down. They will even write down what their slogans are. That started by somebody writing down. Because once you write it on paper, you write it down, and it becomes a visual object. And what the brain does, because it's kind of like your own writing, so it's your own spirit of you. It's not like you read some material for somewhere else, but your vision, what your goals, you wrote these down. Now it connects with your psychic. There's a connection made. Yes, I want to do thus and thus. Yeah, that's exactly what I want to do. Yeah, I haven't done it, but now I can refer back. Now I'm going to refer back to this. You know what? I want to cross it off my list. So it's a reminder when you look at it and you read it. It reminds you, it puts you in a mindset that this is what you need to do. This is what you need to accomplish. And once you accomplish it, you could write it off, check it off. And now it's like you awarded yourself for accomplishing something. You understand what I'm saying, Florine and Iris? I don't know if Lynette is still here, but I do want to ask you, beloved, outside of the conversation you and I had, what is outside of that? What do you want for your life? Where do you see yourself? What is it? What is that thing when you think of that it brings a smile to your face? You're like, I want to do that. And remove all the obstacles, all the scary stuff. Really see it. Man, that's what I want to do. No limitations, no obstacles, no excuses. Remove those things. And then it brings life to it. That's what I want to do. So now you write it down, right? You write it down that's what I really and truly in my heart want to do. If it's doable, it could be done. Now, if you're talking about I want to make $10 zillion in 30 days, well, that's a little unrealistic. But we're talking about some realistic goals. Then we have to write down these realistic goals, okay? You can make $10 million in the next 2 years or 5 years, but then you have to write it down so you can see it, constantly be looking at it. And then after you write what you want down, you write it down really, truly. You need to hold yourself accountable, Florine and Iris. Stop playing with yourself. Stop denying yourself the goodness and the pleasures and the accomplishments in your life. You need to stop it. Anything that's hindering you, that's been blocking you, it's time for you to really and truly, honestly, let's use that word today, boys and girls, honestly face it. Really. Was it because you say you procrastinated? So why? Why did you procrastinate? Honestly procrastinate. Because you put other things in priority of that. So you're going to write it down today. And then I want you to write about 3 bullet points. What are the things you need to do to start that journey? Okay? Write it down. That's your assignment. So you say, I want to start a doggy daycare. I'm just using it. I know nobody said that. I want to start a doggy daycare. So now the 3 bullet points, what's going to help you get there is you're going to go and do some Google searches. What does it take to run a doggy daycare? Okay, so you do some searches. Then you got to think, do I run the daycare here? Can I run it in my home, or do I need a property? So you need to know some laws, how to run a business. What are some things you need to do to run that business? Then you got to think of some costs. What would it cost? Charging people. Your seniors after daycare school, after daycare school. What are the charges? What are the competitive prices out there? Then another thing would be, do you need to have any particular licensing in place to take care of the elderly? Because you want to make sure that you have some legal things put in place, so if something happens to grandpa or grandma, that nobody could sue you. So if that's what you really want to do, then now you got to think about marketing. How do you get the word out on the street? What is it going to take for people to know this is what you're doing, you're running it? Do you need to get you a website? What's the name of your website going to be? You could go on Fiverr, Fiverr.com to set up, have someone do a website for you where it's not going to cost hundreds and hundreds of dollars. So you write that down. What's the name of your company? Write the name of your company so you can start visualizing that in your head. This is the name of my company. Miss Dayla's, Miss Iris Daycare. Then you need to, do you need business cards? If you're on Facebook, do you know somebody who could build you a banner out there? So it's different things you got to write down. And then you got to check these things off. Then you got to stop making excuses. I'm going to save the world, y'all. Y'all going to be with me on this journey. I'm going to help save women. My voice is going to save the masses. I'm going to be the devil killer. I'm going to have a voice. God is going to help strengthen me. He don't have to help me do nothing. But he's going to strengthen me, because I'm going to ask him, God, please help me, strengthen me. He's going to help me, and others are going to be praying in my behalf. And a lot of women who need to be freed from abuse, from hurt, from past hurt, from pain, from disappointment, when they hear my voice, something is going to enter into them and ignite to enlight a new future for them. The devil has already done some things, and he's not done. That's what he does. The Bible says that he walks to and from the earth. He's constantly, always looking what he could do to be a device, be a demise to people. He's going to constantly do that. So we're living in a warfare, and you yourself, you're a walking warfare in the mind, because you want to do things. There's things you want to accomplish. You haven't done it because you've been in warfare with your thoughts. Am I right? Because I could say this and you could say, I don't agree. I welcome your feedback. Say, I don't agree. I'm okay with that. I stand to be corrected. Because this is how I grow. I grow through criticism. May it be constructive or non-constructive. And then I tweak on knowledge, make myself better so I could be better for another person and helping them. Okay, I will be back on later. If you guys, some of you kind of know who I am. You kind of, based on what I say, you kind of have a feel for who I am. But I'm just going to give like a little biography, like a little one about, I have like a zillion children. I was born in the backwoods of Nakisaki land, and I was married to a chieftain for 50 years, and then he died, and I started a movement. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come on, just do a little bio, because this group that I am, some of them met me and some of them not. So I'm just gonna give like a quick bio. It might be like, you know me, I get to talking, so it may go on to a little bio to big bio. But yeah, can I lean against the wall? Is that okay? This is the way that I got this camera. I could have sat down, right? Can I sit down? Can I have a talk with you by sitting down? Florine, do you work, hon? You need to have oh Lord, now my earring on. Hold on to my shirt. Wait, hold on. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. What's going on? Oh, it's the mic. Okay, I want to know, I don't know who's actually on with me still, but I know Florine is. Who else is still on the line with me? Say me. I shared your oh, Florine, you know I am long-winded in this one. Nobody needed to hear this conversation. Well, okay, I'm going to have to make it count, right? I came on literally to see just who of my followers, who of my friends would come on this early in the morning, because I think it's still, people are not even going to work yet, I think. Oh my God, it's 9 o'clock. Well, I'm Eastern time. So I was like, I'm going to come on just see who, maybe somebody's on their way to work and maybe they hear me. But this conversation kind of went left. But I will say this, that I want you all to truly and honestly remove every excuse. Everything that you make excuse for, remove it as to why you're not living your real dreams. Not living your life. Living your life is one thing. We get up, we brush our teeth, we go upon, do our duties every day. That's our life. We drive to the grocery store, we go and pay bills. We go and fix us a meal. That's our life. But really, truly living our dreams, what is it that we're not doing? I really wanted you guys to really focus on the clock is ticking, and before you know it, they're going to be putting your body in a grave. And the question you ask yourself, what is it you want to accomplish before that time comes? If you look at it like, you know what, if I know that I'm going to a grave and that it's coming closer, it's time for me to get off of my complacencies and really do something what I want in my life. If you wanted to take a trip around the world, start making provisions, start writing down plans, what it's going to take you to do that. And then once the time comes, go and do it. And whatever it is you want in your life, what you want to do for your future, do it without regrets. Do without being apologetic. You don't have to apologize to nobody what it is you want to do. You don't have to apologize to anybody. You don't have to give reasons to what your dreams are. Why do you want to do that? You don't have to give anybody a reason what it is you want to do. If you're not doing anything to harm anybody. We're talking about you living out your dreams, living your desires. You don't have to be apologetic. You don't have to give excuses. You don't have to give reasons. You just have to write a plan and do it. Because see, once you get into that mindset where like, I'm going to live my dreams out, I'm really going to do what I want to do, it's like there's something about it that makes you feel accomplished. See, like me, ladies, one of my dreams, and I'm going to do this. I travel, but I've gotten to a point this year where I was like, I just want to be at home because I need to. I need to get some things done. I need to make lots and lots of money, right? But my dream is to travel around the world. I want to, one of my dreams, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get to a point where I'm going to live in other parts of the country. It could be I just live in Massachusetts, or maybe I'm going to live in Hawaii. I'm going to live in other parts of the world outside of here in Georgia, a month and 2 months at a time. That's what I'm going to do, where I could get a real feel for the culture where I'm staying. You know, I want to be able to know what it's like where they live. You know, what do they do to play? What do they do to work? What do they do to live? What are relationships like in other parts of the country? Are they any different than they are here in Georgia? You know, you say relationships, any kind of relationships. I want to know what people do for fun. They may be, remember when we were young, we used to play rock teacher? I did. Rock teacher with a rock. We sitting on the steps in the front yard. Okay, you pick one. Which one? That one. Up, you have to stay in the same grade. You pick this or that one. Oh, you go to the next grade. We play rock teacher. Like, what do people do? I want to be able to talk to women all around the world, touching their lives. I'm always talking to people when I'm in their presence. Somebody, God always puts somebody in my path, always. And that's my plan. I'm going to use my voice for good, for a weapon of good to empower, to uplift, to just bring some inspiration to somebody, a smile, give them a hug, let them know that they love, that somebody loves them, that they mean something in this world. Some people just need a hug. Some people just need you to smile at them to help brighten their day. That's all they need. And I'm going to be that person. I'm that chosen person. God has chosen me to be a voice to help, to uplift, empower people. And I'm going to use my voice for that. I'm delighted. It could be scary because some people are not going to want to hear what you have to say. But I get in the mindset, well, next, I can't do anything about that. For Lorene and Iris share, oh my gosh, Iris, I love you girls. Karen, hi Karen, I haven't seen you like forever. I have left the blue like eons ago. I am living like in another part of the world, in another culture here down in Georgia. I'm a Belle. Yes, I am. I'm a Belle. I'm a Georgia Belle. But a peach here. This is the peach. And Miss Whitney is watching. But yes, I absolutely want you all who hear my voice. What do you want for your future, for your life? I want you to take charge. I want a lot of you thinking it in your head, what you want to do, you're thinking it. I want you to write it down. I want you to find your notebook, write down what your dreams and visions are. And then I want you to write down what you need to do to be able to follow those dreams and accomplish those goals. Write them down because you have to write it down, make the vision plain so you can see it, what it is. And then I want you to remove all the excuses because we always make excuses. Well, I didn't do that because I didn't have time. I didn't do that because, well, I got babies. I didn't do that because of my husband. I didn't do that because, I got an elderly parent. Well, take your parent with you on the journey, where you want to go. It may be some extra work, but how bad do you want your dreams? How bad do you really want them? Are you just lip servicing, or do you really and truly want them? And you can have and accomplish anything you put your mind to it. You just have to remove all the obstacles. And a lot of times, these obstacles are people. These people who are telling you, you can't do that. That's not possible. Why do you want to do that? That don't even make no sense. Don't worry about what these people are saying. If it's a burning desire, see, when you have a burning desire to do something that's constructive, do you know that's purpose driven by God? Did you know that? Like if you said, I want to run a restaurant. Use an example. I always use examples, guys. I want to run a restaurant. And you just, when you think about running it, you become excited. It explodes this excitement in your mind. Sometimes it'll be so big where it's actually overwhelming you because now you're like, oh my God, I'm gonna run a restaurant. Oh my God, because now you got to think all the things you got to do to run it, but still you're like, I want to run it. And you have thought of why you want to run it. You literally have thought about it. So why not do it? No limitations. If you got to go and work overtime for an extra month, Work the overtime. Get your Wheaties, get your vitamin B vitamins, all the B vitamins. These are your energetic proprietary vitamins that give you energy. Get your B vitamins. Do not, I advise, if you need energy, you're trying to work overtime, stay away from the sugary drinks, okay? Because sugar can act like caffeine, give you a high and drop you like a low. So just drink plenty of water, be hydrated as much as possible, and make sure you stay away from a lot of heavy foods. You got to work overtime, a lot of heavy foods, a lot of breads and starches. You know what I mean? Work that overtime for that month. Put that money aside. Okay, write your vision, put it on a wall, on the mirror, on the door, where you're constantly seeing it all the time, because it's constantly saying, here I am, here I am, here I am. And you're like, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I want to do. And do it. Stop limiting yourself. Stop limiting your thoughts. You know, you self-sabotage your own self a lot of times. You sit up there and say, that ain't gonna be possible. I don't think I could do that. Man, that's going to be a whole... See, you're self-sabotaging. Stop it. Because I talk about this in the videos. I'll talk about it again. You have the enemy, and then you have the inner me. See, enemy, your outside influences. You know, we call the enemy the devil. All these people, you devil. You know, outside influences, the enemy, who are telling you you can't do it, the naysayers. Then you have yourself, where you're talking, you're self-sabotaging your own thoughts. You're saying you can't do it. I don't think I could do it. Why can't you do it? What's limiting you? What's your problem? Are you handicapped? Are you deaf, dumb, and stupid? No, you're not. You're just making excuses in your head. You're already setting up a platform that it can't happen before it even happens, because you haven't even taken the necessary steps yet to even start the journey. Here you are, you sitting up here, you have a vision, you have a thought, and then you done thought all of the craziest scenarios. You haven't even done anything yet. How is it you can't do it? You're just, like, I'm just sitting here. You ain't even got up. You ain't even called, make no calls, call nobody. Went to go and seek out prices, go and do, you ain't did nothing. You know, when I sigh, guys, a lot of times when I sigh, and I'm gonna have to stop doing that too. I think I am. I sigh because I feel like a parent that talks to their kids, and the kids are not trying to hear them. And you know what you're telling your children that's going to help formulate their lives. You are the bow, and they are the arrow. And you take the bow, you put that arrow in that bow, and you shoot it off into a direction where you know they need to head towards. And they don't even listen to you. They like, you know, she just babbling, she's just talking. I ain't trying to hear what she got to say. But what I'm saying is sound sense. Can anybody agree with that? Like, Tansy, you are making sense. I hear you. I really, and don't hear me with your ears. Do you really hear, like, right up in here? In your heart. And so your heartstring, it's not your physical boop, 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 your heart. It's your psychic. Have you taken that inside of you and start processing it and start saying, yes. See, when you hear me, now you're seeing what I'm saying materialize in your thought processes. Is there anybody out there? Can you give me a 1? Because somebody is watching. Social media is about being social. And when you be social with people, that sets up a platform for conversations. They're not one-sided. Now, I come on and I talk because I give a message and then I'm out of here. But I'm going to start engaging you people. I want to hear what you truly have to say, what you feel. What do you feel? Anybody tell me what you feel, what I'm saying. Do you feel me? Do you hear me? Do you agree with what I'm saying to you? Does this sound like some babble talk that I'm talking about? Does it sound like, you know what, I ain't got time, nothing else to do. I'm going to take this earring off because this is enough. What I'm saying right now, I'm kind of babbling because I don't talk this long. I'm like thinking about an omelet. But truly, from my heart, guys, my voice is intended to help somebody. Help somebody. I come on to provoke. If you don't know what those words mean, I'm not going to tell you. Provoke, but most people, when they think about provoke, that means bring them to anger. It brings you to think. So I provoke you, I evoke you. I'm really like evoking and compelling. I'm really opening up your mind to be open, to really, I'm influencing a thought. I'm inspiring. Okay. I'm actually, another good word would be, I'm alluring you. Okay. So I'm alluring you to think like what you're saying. It makes a lot of sense. Like, why haven't I followed my dreams? Why aren't I really doing what I desire to do? You know what? After I do remove my excuses and the limitations and all the blocks, man, you know what? I'm without excuse, really, because I'm in the way of my own dreams. I'm in the way of my own desires, not what people are saying, not because I'm a mother, I got kids, or I'm a father, or, I got to pay all this child support, or, if you're a mother, you're saying, I have kids, I can't do that because I got these babies. There are women who have done this from the dawn of time, who have had children and who have saved the world. All they did was they prioritized their life. Sometimes you may have to use your kids to be part of your vision. You have to discipline them. That's so good to discipline your kids in this world. Discipline them. And for some of them, the things that you want to do, help them, train them how to help you. Like, Johnny, listen, I want you guys to put those papers in that corner. I want you guys to go and bring me that dictionary, and then a lot of kids are so computer inclined nowadays. Have little Susie, the one, your little 12-year-old. Susie, I want you to look on the website and I want you to look for this. I want you to get that information. I want you to print it out, write it down for mommy, so help mommy out. For somebody else, it may mean that, and I'm talking about mothers. For somebody else, it may mean when your children are put to bed, have them, train them to take a nap at a certain time every day. You say, Tam, that ain't easy. Well, when you're able to lay them down and you have a quiet moment, then steal away. You're trying to rest. I understand it. I was a mother. I get it. Okay. But when they at rest, now they quiet, now start doing something. Work on your dream. Do some homework on the laptop. Start looking up stuff. Then take little Johnny and ask your neighbors. You have, that type of relationship. Listen, Mom, I need you to just watch your kids for like a couple of hours. Go and meet the necessary context. You cannot make these excuses. You have to remove the excuses and start taking action. And sometimes that means sacrifice. Well, what do you think is going to be easy? No, heck no. I got a call with a mentor. I'm actually, even though I mentor and I'm coaching people, I need a coach myself. You're like, well, yes, I do, because there's so much that I'm about to do. I need somebody to help me to put things in perspective in its own pockets so I could follow a path. All the great coaches and all the great speakers out there, you just thought they get up and they just talk, speak, have this elaborate speech, and they're empowering people and the masses, that they themselves don't have somebody that they go over to and say, look, dude or sis, what's this and that and such another. We all need one another. We're not islands on our own. The greatest people, trust me, Martin Luther King, you think he didn't have anybody he had these sidebar conversations with? Well, he had to have what I call a release. You pour into so many people. I need a release. I need somebody to pour into me. So guys, remove the excuses and all the blocks saying, I don't think I could do it. Why not? If you're not mentally retarded and blind and deaf, you are capable of more, so much more than you give yourself credit for. Hey, that was a rhyme. You are more, you give yourself more credit for. Okay, so only Gregory Coleman said you're doing a great job. That's the only person that agrees with what I'm saying, guys. Anybody who's watching, Is only Gregory? Gregory, are you the only person on the line with me today? The only one? The only one? Say yes. Who's still on the line with me? Who's still with me out here in Facebook land? Please let me know you still here. You're listening, because I can see you. Let me know you're still here. Okay, well, nobody wants to engage back with me. One of these days, my Facebook is going to be blowing up with comments. People are going to be quick to say something. They're going to be wanting to have a conversation. They're going to be wanting to give their input. I ain't going to be able to answer everybody because there's going to be so many people coming on, chiming in. But I'm actually coming back later, guys. I'm coming back later to give some dialogue. I'm just doing this for this challenge. I'm going to do something quick. I'm going to try to. But my mind is a lot of times be like a computer. It'd be like a lot of things be click, 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 click. I have to get to a point. I need to write down all this stuff to be going through my head. I have to write it down because I forget more than what I be remembering. So I have a lot to say, guys, like a lot, but I never get nothing done. Sitting up here talking. I got a lot of wisdom in me, a lot of knowledge. Let me erase wisdom, knowledge, a lot of knowledge, which knowledge equates to wisdom. But man, my heart is so big for you guys. So I just want people to be okay. I want people to achieve their goals and dreams. I want them to realize who they really are, not what people told them they are. I want them to realize that they could even change. If you're one way and you're going through a situation and you're terrible, that you can strive to be a better version of who you are at a whim, at a blink of an eye. If you want it, you can be it. It doesn't matter. If I want to be a brain surgeon right now, I just want to be a brain surgeon. I could be a brain surgeon, but I'm going to tell you something. I'm not good with needles. That won't help me. I'm like, when I see needles, I'd be like, oh my God, I'm about to like vomit. Now blood, it's a different story, but needles, like I'm going in a coma. Okay, so listen, Florine, dang, I think it was Iris. She left me? I'm just kind of scrolling up because, yeah, Iris. So I'm going to get off of here. Florine, I want to have an offline conversation with you, okay? You and I are going to have a quick conversation. Is that cool? Say yes, if that's cool. Say yes. Florine, say yes, if that's cool. And Iris. Okay. She's not saying anything, but I think it's that just slow responding in Facebook land. Okay, that's the end of this conversation. I should have known better. You know, somebody gonna share my video. I should have been really powerful. I'm sorry, guys. It was kind of very, very low key. Just very, very, very. I literally just wanted to know who was on this early in the morning, who was going to respond, and probably a lot more people viewed it, and I had no idea. I should know better. So I do apologize, guys. I will do better in the future because I can't be so lackey-daisy with you guys. I got to come with it with my energy, you know, so I could pump you up, right? Okay. Okay, so Florine, I'm going to try to contact you through Facebook, the messenger phone, video phone. And if that doesn't work, I'm going to leave my phone number and we can exchange because you're my sister. That's right. Okay. All right. Bye, everybody.